Hi, everyone. So, in the two research studies that I contributed to my group's presentation, I chose to focus on the optimal training methods to enhance muscular strength, muscular endurance, and cardiovascular capacity in children. Um, so, the first research study that I'm going to share with you is the one that focuses on muscular strength and muscular endurance development. Um, so the title is called The Effects of Different Resistance Training Protocols on Muscular Strength and Endurance Development in Children. Um, so the purpose of this was to compare the adaptations that occurred in the children um, between those who participated in a low repetition high load and a high repetition moderate to low load resistance training program, and to see which was more effective in improving their muscular strength and muscular endurance. So the way they went about this, they had three different groups. One that participated in the heavy load low rep, another that participated in the moderate to low load high rep group, and then another, the control group. So there were 43 participants between the ages of 5 and 12. um, the ones in the two groups, the low repetition high load and high repetition moderate to low load, trained twice a week. Um, in the heavy loading group, there was 15 participants. They performed one set of 6 to 8 reps with heavy loading per exercise. And in the moderate load group, there were 16 total participants, of which performed one set of 12 to 15 reps per exercise, and then obviously the control group um, did not do anything at all. So the results, so all in all, collectively, the children gained significantly more strength and, as to be expected, muscular endurance within the low to moderate loading, high rep group. Um, So yeah, the conclusion: the children, not only gained more strength and more muscular endurance in the low to moderate load, high repetition group, but it's also significantly safer when you take into consideration that a child's lifting technique isn't always going to be solid, like what it should be. Really, they're really just utilizing this introduction to weightlifting. They're going to get stronger, but they're really just utilizing this time to really dial in their technique and just sort of gain that proprioception and body awareness. As a growing child, you're just really growing, coming into yourself, and yeah, you're getting used to your new limb lengths and going through growth spurts and stuff. So, as we know, children sometimes move a little awkwardly. So yeah, not the best call to just throw them under heavy loading at that age. So the next study um, focuses on the development of um, cardiovascular capacity in children, and between two training modalities, which is more effective. So the title is called Continuous versus Interval Aerobic Training in 8 to 11-year-old children. The purpose was to determine whether um, more continuous aerobic training efforts versus interval aerobic training efforts, which one of those two, which was the most effective in eliciting cardiovascular gains in children, like their VO2 max. So there are three groups in the study: one training using the continuous training program, one training using the interval style program, and then one control study. So there were 63 children that completed this program in its entirety. So each group, aside of the control group, obviously, had three 60-minute sessions per week over the course of 7 weeks, which made a total of 21 total sessions. Um, the results were that neither of the two training modalities were proved to be more effective than the other, unfortunately. However, this is, I guess, sort of good in a way in that, you know, a child can, or the person really creating the exercise program for the child can sort of use and like pick different training pieces from each of these modalities to sort of keep the child entertained and always just give them something new. Because as we know, children lose interest very fast. Particularly with things they might not enjoy doing, such as enhancing their cardiovascular capacity. Who knows? Some might. The serious athletes, I suppose. But yeah, that concludes that. So